Let's continue. Okay? Now we're going to go actually into each segment. Okay? We're going to go to the question style. This is style 1. Okay? This style 1 is called vocab. Okay? In the IBT TOEFL test, there are 10 different styles of questioning. And the first style that normally everyone goes over is called vocab. Why is this so important? Because there are about 2 or 3 questions in each 13 to 16 question intervals per each passage. What does that mean? You have 3 passages in the reading section. In the 3 sections, each passage is 20 minutes long. You have around 13 questions to 14 questions per each passage. And there are 10 different styles. Which ones are repeating? Vocab. Okay? So when each point is really important. Okay? Because some of you guys out there are going, okay, I got about 90, I just need about 100, right? I'm so sorry. Each score is really important. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, example. Now, DNA is unlike any substance in the world. Okay? Now, life is a unique condition because DNA is a characteristics of this remarkable molecule. Okay, so we read it. You guys are like, okay, I don't know. What does that really mean? Okay, characteristics. Okay, does it mean like personality? Right? Okay. But let's take a question. The question looks like this. The word characters in the meaning is the closest meaning to, and they give you 3 ones: forms, traits, and structures. Now there's actually 4. Okay, but for the time purpose, I'm only doing 3. Okay, and if you look at it, you always go through 2 of them. 2 of them are going, I think it's this one, and which is the closest? Traits and forms, probably the closest, because you can actually put it in. Some of the traits of the remarkable molecule, some of the forms of this remarkable molecule. How do you know? Okay. In this meaning, let's consider, you need to go to the sentence before that, okay? Life is a unique condition because it is a unique molecule. Now, if it's unique, it has to have different type of changes, right? If that's the case, then the answer should be, it wouldn't be really forms because then you're changing something. And traits are basically what their specialty is. Okay, so the answer is what? There you go, traits. Okay. Now, I know you're going, okay, teacher, I understand this, but I don't know. I always have trouble either from the vocab, from the reading, or I have trouble from the actual question itself. Well, we're gonna go over different styles, okay? So take a look, okay? Be a little bit patient. Okay, here we go. Second one. The DNA is a composition of its nucleotides, okay? It bears the genetic code that determines exactly what an organism will become, okay? We say that produces like, what we really are saying is that DNA produces like organisms, okay? Now, you're going, okay, the subject's really hard, teacher. I'm having trouble. I just don't like that type of topic. Okay. Now, the second thing is you need to have interest. Okay. You don't really need to know every detail. Okay. Remember the reading I told you before? Okay. You can take out the details. Okay. Now, what is bears? Okay. Now, if you look at the sentence before, you're looking at the word composition. Okay, which means is put together. Okay. The sentence we were saying like. Produces like. So produces something to put together. Which is the closest meaning to putting together on composition? You put together is not a product. What is it? It's it contains. It put it into the content. Okay. TOEFL test is really unique because of the fact that they actually give you either the sentence before and the sentence after always tells you a little bit of a glimpse of what it's going to be. Okay? Right? Okay. Let's take a look. The answer is so contains. Okay? It wouldn't be produces, and it wouldn't be increases totally out. Produces the second closest meaning. Okay? But produces wouldn't be exactly wouldn't be the answer, would it? Because it's here. Bears the genetic code that determines exactly. Exactly means contain. It can't be produces. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is long, isn't it? Okay, let's take a look. From time to time, DNA molecules make up chemical mistakes during replication. A different DNA molecule appears and transmits its new structure to other molecules as it replicates. Okay. Now, why am I not reading on? You don't need to. Okay. In the TOEFL vocab, please, I need you to just read the sentence from that either before or after if you don't understand the meaning. Okay. Time is really important. Okay. So please forget this part. Okay. Here we go. So the question goes, the phrase from time to time in the passage is the closest meaning to what? Okay, now the choices are usually, unexpectedly, occasionally. Okay, now from time to time means, is it usually? It's always the same? No. Okay, this one you can actually take from the content itself. Okay, unexpectedly means surprisingly, right? So it's not really time to time. Occasionally, occur means, occasionally came from the Latin word occur. Okay? Occur means something happened. Occasionally means happened sometimes. Okay? So the answer would probably be what? Time to time would be happening sometime. So the answer is, here we go, occasionally. Okay? Okay, let's take a look at another example of this, okay? And we're going to go through examples over example. Okay, let's take a look at another question. Here we go. Example. Okay. Now, Thomas Edison, one of the greatest inventors of all times, was born in Milan, Ohio. The Samuel Orton Edison Jr. and Nancy Matthews Elton. Okay. There were no clear signs of his genius when he was young in school. He often had trouble focusing on his studies because he allegedly suffered from a case of what today is known as attention deficit disorder. Okay, now I'm going to stop. Do I need to read on? No, I don't. I could have just read it from the middle, right? But I didn't. Okay, so here we go. The phrase focuses on, right, would probably tell you, right, feeling interested in, no, because he's talking about what? When he was young, right? And he suffered in his case, right? So it can't be. Okay, keeping on, let's see. Keeping on, I don't think so, right? Why? Because it doesn't really fit in the sentence. He often had trouble keeping on his studies. He can't really keep on his studies. Okay, so the answer would probably be what? Concentrating, because it's talking about his mind of thought. Okay, so I need you to go over the vocab. Okay, now I want you to go through each one, read the sentence before, read the sentence after, or sometimes they have a word called and or to tell you opposite or the same meaning. Okay, please don't forget to pick those out. Okay. Next one. Here we go. Example. Here we go. Another long one. Are we going to read all of it? No, we're not. We're not going to read all of it. Why not? Well, we don't need to. Right? So here we go. When Edison's mother became aware of the situation, she promptly pulled him out of school, ending his formal education after only 3 months. Okay, so here we go. Promptly. Well, the word promptly in the passage is supposed to mean to what? Promptly. Prompt. You know how you have your computer, right? You have prompt, which stacks to the thing, right? It means at that point. So promptly means what do you think? Later? Does it tell you later? Take a look at the ending his formal education after 3 months. That 3 months means a very short period of time, so it can't be later, right? Okay? Intentionally, right? That means basically they're wanting him to do it purposely. right? That wouldn't be the answer, right? So the answer would probably be what? It's put soon. Okay. Now soon, because of the fact that promptly pulled him out of school, ending is the key point you're finding out here is after only. The only word is really important. After 3 months, no. After only 3 months. That only tells you soon. Okay. Let's continue. Okay. The other example I'm going to give you today is, say I'm going to give you really, this is the next one I'll explain to you. Ready? Here we go. Let's read. Edison's private education at home had an unintended positive effect on his career as an inventor. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Okay, the word unintended, okay, in the passage close meaning to what? Unintended means, intended means what? Everyone? Un means the opposite, right? So intended means what? Purposely, right? So unintended means what? Non-purposely. So it's more like what? The closest meaning would probably be what? Probably surprising, wouldn't it? Okay? Right? So in the answers below here, say 1, 2, 3, right? It says unexpected, okay? Undesirable, right? Unrevealed, okay? Which one is the closest meaning? Which is the closest meaning to surprise if you don't know the word? Unexpected. No one is surprised when you're unexpected, right? Okay. Let's continue. Okay. Another example of vocab. Okay, and here we go. Okay. The automatic repeaters of the other important and telegraph. I'm gonna skip all this because we don't. I told you in TOEFL you don't have time to read all this. You're gonna go right into the middle, right here. Okay. Edison subsequently became financially successful by inventing a special telegraph that could simultaneously send 4 signals over a single wire, which was a vast improvement in efficiency over the existing model. Okay. Now the question is simultaneously. Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna move over here for 1 second. Okay. So here we go. It says here the word simultaneous in the passage in the closest meaning to simultaneously in this sentence, right? The key word that you're looking for probably, right, is right up here. Okay. It says, I'm gonna go back over here. Sorry. Okay. I think you can see it, right? If you look over here, it says basically special telegraph that can simultaneously send 4 signals, right? Which is a vast improvement. Okay, efficiency is the key word. Efficiency is what? Something done faster, right? Together, right? So at the same time would probably be the correct answer. Okay. Okay, let's go to the next one. We're almost done. Be a little bit patient. Okay. The next one here. Okay, I'm gonna skip through. Okay, for the most part, his invention focused on particular. That is, he endeavored to apply the principles of mass production to the process of invention and made many of his products available to the general public. Okay, so that is would probably be what in other words what? Oh, I gave it away. Okay, that is the same thing as, right? Perhaps or something. It's basically in TOEFL, this is not vocab, right? But this is probably going towards what the actual meaning is. Okay, so basically it's basically saying what? If you put it in these type of questions, I want to put in the actual placement and see what it comes up to. Okay, if you take a look at it, it probably says this. Okay. Focus on particularly, in other words, that he endeavored to make. So basically, you take it in and you want to put it in and actually see it out. Okay? You're going to see a huge change if you do that. Okay? A lot of you guys I see really don't put in the word after you're done. Okay? You guys don't recheck it that way. But I need you to really check it. Okay? If you check it, then you're going to see, okay, it kind of doesn't sound correctly. If you're not very familiar with English, you're going to say, oh, it doesn't really make sense. Okay? Okay, last two. Just wait 1 second. Here we go. I'm gonna back up because it's gone. Okay, here we go. Even with aid of telescopes, Uranus, the 7th planet, was discovered only by accident. Okay, now you're going to say, what is accident? Okay, before we continue with the quote, okay? Then, basically, let's look at the question. The phrase by accident in the passage is the closest meaning to. Okay, now you have 3 choices. Now, this is what I mean, okay? You probably know what accident means, right? The problem is you don't know the 3 different types of answers the other way around, okay? Incidentally, okay? Intentionally, deliberately. Okay. Now, one of these is completely different. Okay. If you look at your vocab, deliberately means you're doing it purposely. Okay. Intentionally also means, right, you're doing it purposely. Intention. I have an intent to do something. Okay. The other one is incidentally means same thing as accidentally. Okay. So if you take a look at that way, then it's pretty easy. Now, these type of vocab, you do have to look it up. Okay? But please look up English to English. Please, no more English to Chinese, English to Korean, English to Japanese. It doesn't matter. I don't want you to do it that way. I want you to use an English to English translation so you don't lose the literal meaning. Okay? Okay, let's go to the last one. Okay, please, a little bit patient. I know you're having a real difficulty doing this because it's dry. Reading is dry. I'm trying to make it a little bit enjoyable as possible. See the sky? Right? Here we go. So here. Okay. Based on the observation of Uranus, scientists were able to predict the existence of another planet beyond it. Okay. By 1846, astronomers had located this new planet, okay, later named Neptune. Okay. So if you take a look at the sentence, okay, the question is probably goes like this. The word located in the past is supposed to mean to. Okay, now, if you look at the sentence, right, had a new planet. What do you think a new planet is done? You've probably found a new planet, right? Okay, so if that's the case, could it be identified? Like here? No. Identify this new planet. Really, no. ID means to name something. Okay? Okay. Situated means basically putting something at that place, right? Spotted means to find. Okay? So the closest meaning to located is found, right? And another located to found is probably spotted. Okay, now you can see that the English language has 3 things, okay? You can translate to translate to translate. It goes easy, easy, hard, hard, hard. Okay? So if that's the case for vocab, right? Then this is how you're supposed to do it. Okay? So let's take a moment. Everyone, I'm going to move over here. Let's recap. Okay, first of all, okay, the best method of learning vocab, everybody, is what? Do not translate. Okay, please do not translate to your own language. Okay, keep it in English. Easier or hard vocab to easier English, right? The example I gave you was beneficial to good, bad to detrimental. Okay, we're going to change it that way. I want you to use it, okay? The other one is look up easier English definitions rather than looking at your translated dictionaries. It's not going to help you, okay? Another thing I talked to you about today is please do not replace the words, please replace the words that you currently use, like good, right? On a daily basis. When talking to your friends, right? Use your harder vocab, okay? I used to do this when I was young too, when I was in school, right? I used to talk to my friends, hey, how are you? Oh, I had a perspiring moment. And my friends go, okay, what the hell's perspiring? This is when I was young, right? Okay. So if that's the case, then don't you want to go, wow, he's very smart. Try it. Okay? We used to do it when we were young, so do it in English. Let's say you can't really do a complete sentence, but if you translate your vocab, then people presume that your English might be not wouldn't be that great, right? But the fact is, wow, his vocab is really high. He must be educated. Okay? Use it on a daily basis. Okay? The other thing is, I want you to look over your writing. Okay? This is probably, it's up to you. Okay? It's up to you if you want the grades to be higher. It's up to you if you want to learn something. Okay? So what I need you to do is take a look at your writing, all of it. Look at little words, like most common words normally people use is good, bad, small, right? Little. Okay? These are not going to help you in TOEFL. Okay? You're never going to have a question that comes up with these type of questioning. With good, small, big. Okay? So I need you to change this. It's going to help you in writing, right? I want you to start having a habit-forming method of changing your vocab. Okay? This is very detrimental. Okay? Now you guys all know what detrimental means. Okay? Alright. So thank you very much. Okay? I'm going to walk on water one more time. Ready? Okay? Here we go. Thank you.